Special session, the governor won't come out and say no, so that's why we're preparing for it.
As the state awaits a decision from Governor Wes Moore about a special session for redistricting, critics say the process comes at too high of a cost. Fox 45's Mackenzie Frosh joins us live right now from our newsroom to break down the details. Mackenzie.
Kai, Governor Wes Moore has yet to decide whether he will actually call lawmakers back to Annapolis for a special session to redraw the state's congressional map. If that happens, the cost to taxpayers in the end is expected to grow. The debate continues over whether Governor Wes Moore will call lawmakers back to Annapolis to redraw the state's congressional map. On national TV, the governor maintains fairness is the goal.
You don't think these maps are fair now? This is something that happens every single decade. And if other states are going to have this process and go through this journey of identifying whether or not they have fair maps in a mid-decade cycle, then so should Maryland. I'm just not sure why we should be playing by a different set of rules than Texas, or then Florida, or then Ohio.
Because you say those states are being unfair. So why adopt unfair policies in your state?
This is just simply about making sure that we can have fair and representative maps and we can go through our process. It's the reason that I put together this commission where my job is not to draw the maps. That what we've just simply said is I want this bipartisan commission to be able to actually speak with the people and to be able to go through their process and just simply say that if other states are going to go through this process, that we're not just going to sit on our hands because Donald Trump tells us to.
The commission has held one meeting so far with public comment Friday afternoon.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome.
And it was virtual, where both opinions were clearly on display.
I think it's important that we do whatever we can to ensure that that this country does not turn into an autocracy. And I think for that, we need to look at redistricting because other states are.
I come before you today as a concerned Marylander who values fairness and a representative government. I am strongly opposed to redistricting effort being advanced by the Moore administration and being considered by this commission.
The lone Republican commission member is Cumberland Mayor Ray Morriss.
If you look at it at a federal level, about 8 congressional districts and 2 United States senators, of the 10, 9 of the 10 are Democrats. And I think it is good to have some Republican representation at the national level.
In an interview for Fox 45 News In Depth, Morriss talked about his concerns with the pace of the process.
And I look at that and say, so we're rushing this to the point we're going to have to bring everybody back to have a special session to determine it.
He takes issue with where the priorities appear to be for Governor Moore and those in support of this mid-cycle redistricting.
The $1.4 billion deficit for FY27 that we need to work through. I think we've got bigger challenges than concerning ourselves with redistricting, especially if it's just for one lone voice of a Republican on the Eastern Shore.
So what's the price of the effort? The first would be a special session itself.
If Governor Moore and the Democratic leadership think that it's wise to spend our tax dollars to bring us all back here for a special session, I don't live in Annapolis. You got to put me up in a hotel room. You got to put Delegate Pippi up in a hotel room.
House Minority Leader Jason Buckle argues taxpayers don't want to foot the bill for a few days of politicking.
If you want to go to those costs and expense to have a special session the week before Christmas, when we're back in session on January the 14th, I think Maryland taxpayers will look negatively on that.
And then the price of the map.
Well, it will end up in court no matter what.
Mark Graber is a professor at the University of Maryland's Law School. While on Fox 45 News In Depth, Graber says the price will likely hinge on how long the process takes.
In Maryland, judges have the final say on what map is approved.
Not only is litigation lengthy,
normally it can take about a year,
but it takes money. Baltimore area attorney Jeremy Eldridge says it's hard to put a specific dollar amount on possible lawsuits, but the price for redistricting could rack up.
It's very likely that taxpayers are going to fund this litigation as it goes through the Attorney General's office. It could cost into the 6 figures as far as the hours, what we would normally call billable.
Either way, the commission with Governor Moore's handpicked members remains in the spotlight as Washington, Maryland, and beyond awaits a decision. Now, I'm trying to get a specific update or a dollar amount from the Department of Legislative Services for a breakdown if there is a special session to really put that into perspective for Maryland taxpayers. In the meantime, this redistricting commission is scheduled to hold another meeting tomorrow afternoon, and it again will be virtual. Live in the newsroom, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
Hey, I'm Mackenzie Frost. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Check out Fox Baltimore on all of our social media pages for more videos just like this.